but quick, grab that. That.
Wow. Heavy.
Heavy. Peanut oil. Peanut oil is very essential in the flavor of turkey fry. Seasoning. This stuff right here, this is essential for frying a turkey. Injectable Creole butter. That's good. This is for the outside. You powder the outside, but you inject the turkey with this stuff.
Is that a shot thing?
It is a shot thing, yep. Remember, we always inject the turkey with it?
Oh.
So you got that. Not the garlic one. I haven't tried this one, but I'm guessing it's probably all right. Then there was a jalapeno one that I had one year. It wasn't that great. Southern fry oil, the peanut oil is what we want. Alright, do we need anything else? I think that's going to do it for this stop.
Do we have the...
Yeah. So that brings up a pretty good point. We already got all of the turkey frying essentials at home as far as hardware is concerned. We have the fryer, we have the tub. All we needed was consumables, which you can always reuse this oil, but oil that I had, we had it for a couple of years, and it's pretty gross, so I got rid of it. Recycled it. Turbo diesel. So now we gotta go check out. Dude, you gotta get your shirt out of there. I don't want to pay for it. Look at all these little suits. You want a new suit? You want that for Christmas? Do you hear that? Now he wants clothes for Christmas. Don't take his opinion for anything. Let's see. We got all the way over here. Can you tell where we're...
Ah, the turkeys. That is not a turkey. You don't need the biggest one, Jared. No. No. That's it. So, when you're cooking a turkey in a deep fat fryer, 18 pounds, stop! Off now! You got to remember that 11 pounds, turkey takes about 7.5 minutes per pound in a deep fat fryer. 12.5 pounds, that's probably about right. Hi, welcome back. Today we're going over the turkey essentials for frying a turkey. If you just joined us, welcome. If you've been here for the shopping experience, thank you for sticking around. So let me just go out of our bag of gold here of what we actually received from the supermarkets. So this one, I kind of touched on it in the store. This one is very essential, at least the injector is. These two seasonings right here, I've tried some other ones. These two are by far the absolute best ones. I always get the most compliments when I make my turkeys with these two. They're really good. Sometimes if I can't find this, I always keep this injector around, but if I can't find this, I'll actually take this, I'll melt down some butter, and I'll kind of dissolve this seasoning inside of the butter. Kind of makes your own little Creole butter, but you know, I like to actually use this particular one. You can see it's not just butter, it's got a lot of stuff in there. So these two are really good and essential for the perfect turkey for turkey frying. Obviously the turkey is important. You know, we touched about it a little bit in the store. This is a 12.5 pound turkey. By the time you get all of the, you know, the neck and everything out of there, it's probably going to be closer to about 11 pounds. I always try to cook on the side of caution because nobody wants to get sick. So what I'll do is I'll actually cook it for the 7.5 minutes a pound for the 12.5 pounds that this tag says that it is. I also touched on at the store, you don't want to just take this thing from frozen and plop it right in the oil. That's very dangerous and can cause, you know, an explosion, and nobody wants that. So make sure you thoroughly defrost your turkey. Like I said, what I'm going to do is, it's actually Monday before Thanksgiving. I'm going to take this thing, I'm going to set it on the table, and I'm going to let it sit out there. When you fry the turkey, it really does get thoroughly cooked. So, you know, as long as you're using the 7.5 minutes per pound, you really shouldn't have any fears of any of the salmonella or bacterias. If you do have worries of that and you want to keep it in the refrigerator, you might want to buy your turkey a little bit, you know, in advance, a little bit more in advance, just so that way it is thoroughly defrosted. Sometimes in the refrigerator section, it doesn't defrost in a couple of days, and so it will make it, you know, not so good. There's also putting it in the bathtub with warm water or the sink, and you know, I don't really like putting my turkey in a tub of water that I bathe in, so I'm not going to do that. This is how I do it. I've done it for numerous years this way. So those are the essential, basically the ingredients. It looks like I forgot the oil. Let me run out to the truck real quick and get it. Peanut oil. Gotta be peanut oil. I've tried vegetable oil, I've tried Corolla oil or whatever it is. Peanut oil seems to be the best flavor. It gives it the best brown for whatever reason. I don't know what it is. It is a little bit more expensive. For the perfect turkey, you definitely want the peanut oil. But if you're, you know, a little skimped on cash or something, you can always go for the cheaper oils, and it's gonna work out just fine. You might get, it might not be as brown as with the peanut oil, or the flavor might not quite be the same, but it's still really a delicious turkey. The last thing is the tools that are required. So the oil, we don't really eat the oil. Obviously there's going to be some on the turkey, but we don't actually eat the oil. So this is ingredients. This is kind of a tool. This year I had to get fresh oil. I normally will reuse my oil for a couple of years. you can see right behind you the pot back there actually has a little spout, so it actually makes it pretty easy to put the oil back in this container when it's cooled down. You know, it does get messy. You're going to lose some, but luckily, you know, these 2 jugs that I got right here is more than enough oil that I'm going to need, so I should be just fine. So I'm going to come back over here, so follow me over here. Alright, so now we're going to talk about the tools. First, safety. This glove right here is a little welding glove that I picked up a while back from Harbor Freight. Very cheap, but it saved lots of burns. When you dump that turkey in there, it gets really hot. This little T-handle can get really hot. This lid actually is the main thing. I always use the glove to pick up the lid because the lid's really hot, and you know, when you pick up the lid, it's hot, you're going to drop it, and you got nowhere for it to go, so it's just going to wind up on the ground and make a big mess, and then you might wind up with dirt and stuff in your turkey, and nobody wants that. So, you know, the glove is definitely needed. If you buy the turkey fryer kit, it obviously does not come with a propane tank, but it should come with everything that you need. And this is just a turkey fryer kit. This is probably my 4th one that I've had. This is one of the nicer ones, so just make sure that you kind of do get what you pay for. I actually had 1 year where, you know, a couple months after the turkey was fried, I went to go use it again for, I think, some chicken wings or hot wings or something, and there was actually some holes forming on the bottom of the pot, just cheaply built pot, and, you know, after that I decided I was going to get a little bit nicer of a pot. Put that glove down over there. Turkey fryer kit should also come with this. This is the temperature. I have mine set at 350. That's about right where I want my turkey to be cooking at. 350 degrees. Now, when I dump my turkey in there, it's a little bit colder than 350 degrees. So before I dump my turkey in there, I try to get the oil up to about 400 degrees. If you have a bigger turkey, you might want to go a little bit higher, but it also does start getting more into the flash point of the oil, and it might cause more problems. So use that with caution. But, you know, right around 350 is where you want it to be cooking at. Like I said, you cook it at about 7.5 minutes a pound. So this one, we'll set this down over here. This little guy comes with the turkey fryer kit. Every one that I've gotten always came with it. It actually goes down there and hooks this. This is the star of the show. Ha, ha, ha. It's actually shaped like a star. But you actually stick your turkey right over top of this. I always go neck down, so the legs are up. So neck down, right over top of this, and then I actually use this as kind of a stand to season my turkey and inject it. To inject your turkey, you know, I like to put some in the legs, some in the breast, some pretty much everywhere that I possibly can. I don't just stick it in there and put it in one spot. I stick it all over the place, and then I actually do cover it with the powdered seasoning as well. And I give it a pretty good powdered seasoning coat, so my turkey will look red when I'm completely done seasoning it. You definitely want to make sure that your pot is clean and clear. You can see, you know, it's been used a few times. It's going to make a mess. I wouldn't suggest doing it in your garage. I like to do it either in my yard, or I'll put down some cardboard on the driveway, and I'll do it right on the driveway. Measuring out where you put your turkey, or how much oil to stick in here, can be done in a couple of ways. One, you can take the empty turkey, or the frozen turkey, you can stick it in there, you can fill it up with water, and where the turkey is submerged completely, then you want to put a little black mark with maybe a magic marker or something, or a Sharpie. Put a little black mark in there, and then pull the turkey out, and then put a black mark at the low part where the water is sitting at that point, and that's as much oil as you need. So you don't want to fill this thing up with oil all the way, because when you dump your turkey in there, the turkey takes up volume, and it's going to flood out everywhere and make a huge mess. There's always a flame on the bottom here that, you know, is always pretty dangerous with oil, especially if you get it up to 400 or hotter degrees into that flash point there. One thing that I do to kind of make things a little bit safer, Not everybody does it this way, but this is why I wanted to kind of give you my tips. I will actually turn off the propane when I go to dump my turkey in there, so that way if it does make a mess, there's not a flame there to actually ignite anything, and it makes it a little bit safer. So, you know, for some of you folks that are worried at home about the fire dangers of frying a turkey and stuff like that, turning off the propane, that's what I do. I do suggest it just so that way, you know, you don't ruin your whole Thanksgiving because, you know, you made a mess and now the fire department's called. So we don't want that, but frying a turkey is definitely a really good way to go. I think that's it. If there's any questions that you have, go ahead and comment below. I'll try to answer them the best that I can. Like I said, I've personally done about 15 turkeys this way, and then I have actually done them for other people. And, you know, I grew up with fried turkeys, and so this is kind of a long tradition for me. If I don't have a fried turkey on Thanksgiving, it's just not Thanksgiving, and I generally wind up at the store and get me a turkey to fry it after the fact. So, go ahead and comment if you have any questions below. I will try to get back to you as quick as I can with the answers. Also, like and subscribe over here somewhere. And if you have any problems, or if you have any questions, again, like I said, go ahead and send them in the comments below, and I will help you out. Thank you.